Okay, I just got done watching the new Henry Danger movie, and it was awesome. As someone who grew up with this franchise, the Henry Danger show, I loved it. I'm sure the people that grew up with it will like it too. I and let's and I have a lot to say about this. It's a really good movie, and I think I just got a lot to say. So let's get into it. Okay, first, the first thing I gotta say is I liked how they introduced the movie. Henry being this super famous superhero, basically, and then Jasper, basically, everybody thinks Jasper's sidekick, and then Henry gets all the fame, and Jasper's left feeling like he's nothing. And then they go, and it hurts Jasper's feelings. He's like doing all the fighting, basically. Henry's getting all the credit, and then they go their separate ways because it's just not working out. And I liked how they introduced Blackout. They already did that in Danger Force, but I liked how they introduced it here because I think it's better than how they introduced him in Danger Force. And I liked. I kind of wish Charlotte was in this movie because it would probably made it 10 times more better. Let's start talking about the Missy character. The Missy character, I think, was a very important part to the story. I like the idea of them going through different realities and having to fight all these different monsters and villains that Missy created. And I like the idea of them like in different timelines. Like they were in a war a war reality. They were in a normal reality. Well, not normal reality where Frank Keeney owns his own dance club. They were in a animated reality. I don't like that one very much. I liked how they introduced dystopia too, like this crime waved, distorted place, and there's a lot of crime that goes on there. Now let's get into the next thing. I liked how uh, the story kind of follows the friendship of Henry and Jasper, um, and all the alternate reality versions of Jasper are trying to help Henry. And I like the war Jasper because he's like, huh? How can you and me not be friends in in a different universe? We're really good friends. And and at the end they make it right. Henry makes it right to Jasper. I'll get back to that in a bit. I think bringing Frank Key back was a good choice for the movie because I like he was kind of funny in this movie. He was like making fun of Missy's name. Well, he didn't know her name was Missy, but he was just basically being kind of rude to her in a funny way. And I like the line where he says, "I wasn't calling her by her name. I was being rude and mean."
Listen here, Missy.
Wait, how do you know her name?
I don't know her name. I was being condescending and disrespectful.
And I like how he gets bit, and then he turns into a vampire, and then they have to fight. Then the other villains have to fight with Frank Keeney to try to defeat Henry, Jasper, Swaz, and Missy. But I'll get back to that in a few minutes. Okay, the first time Swaz appeared in this movie, well, the second time basically, because he appears in the beginning, but the alternate reality Swaz, I don't really like how they made him basically a criminal, basically, in that reality, but it's an alternate reality, so that makes sense. But I don't see Swaz as a criminal, so when I saw that, I was like, criminal, that makes sense. He works with two superheroes. But it's a alternate reality, so I guess in alternate realities you can be a criminal and everything if you're good. And I liked the second alternate reality Swatch because he came and helped them, and he is ultimately the reason that they made it out alive. Basically, Henry, Missy, and Jasper. and I love how they introduced Swaz in this movie. But when I heard that Swaz was going to be in this movie, I was like, that didn't make sense because, as we all know, in the Danger Force, he goes to live with a queen in some country, and he left. And same with Ray. He's in the movie, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see if they make another movie. Cause I'll get back to Ray in a second, though. I liked how they introduced Piper in this movie. At first, in the real reality, she comes to visit Henry in Dystopia during spring break. Just come to see her brother, her big brother, and his best friends. And it it was, and when I heard Piper was going to be in this movie, I was like, she can be in the movie, but how did that make it? They make it make sense, and they did make it make sense, which I like. And then I liked how when they got in the alternate reality, that Piper was a vampire, and she basically essentially becomes the main villain of the movie. And I think that was what they did was a perfect choice for alternate realities, because alternate realities things are going to be different, as we all know in Marvel movies. In alternate realities, things are really different. So they took kind of the Marvel approach and made things different in alternate realities, and I liked the idea of that, and they explored it. They explored it a lot in that movie, and it was a really good movie to watch. I think if you're not a fan of Henry Danger, it's a movie that like a lot of people will like, because it's kind of like a Marvel movie, but like it's really good. If I had not seen Henry Danger at all, I probably would have still liked it. I might just be being biased, but yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on. Okay, I like the ending. Henry going back to Dystopia, and making things right with Jasper, giving them the gold star, and saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm gonna move on and let you be the hero of this town, and I'm gonna go with Missy and be a hero of their town." And then when Henry goes back to their town, Jasper and Schwaz come back there, and then they all go flying up with each other. And I like how at the end of the movie, Missy and Henry go into a this place where their crime is happening, and then we're getting to the post credit, the ending scene. Ray comes in and says, "Henry, I need your help."
Oh my God. Captain Man. Hey, kid. Been a while.
Hi.
I need your help.
Dude, when I saw, before that I was excited because I saw the suit. I saw someone in the distance. I was like, "Who's that?" And then I saw the freaking gun he had and put it in his holster. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's Captain Man!" And I was I was really excited because I wanted him to be in the Henry Danger movie, and he said, "Henry, I need your help. It's been a long time." And oh my God, that I was so excited. I'm excited for where they're gonna go with that, and but it kind of didn't make sense to me because Ray, as we know in Danger Force, went on to go live with his wife. Not his wife yet. We don't know that yet, but friend Sandra, the girl he meets in Danger Force, they were going to go live on a boat and have a happy life. And as we all know, Captain Man retired at the end of
Danger Force.
the movie. So it really doesn't make sense, but I guess we'll find out, because as we all know, he retired at the end of Danger Force. I wish he really didn't retire, but it looks like he came out of retirement, which is really good, and we can have more story character with Ray / Captain Man, and we can see Henry and Ray go on adventures again, and that'll be exciting. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I love this movie, 10 out of 10. I recommend you go watch it. And I'm Kai. Take care.